Hi everybody! I was actually watching a video this morning. It was Artie's Monster Rack from D video this morning, and D carries just some awesome stuff in her store. She's on Facebook right now and getting ready to go to Zibbet, I think sometime in October. And D, if you're watching, I just never understood the Facebook store concept, and anytime I went, what I wanted was out of stock. So please hurry up and open up your Zibbet store, because I've been wanting forever to buy some goodness from you, because she does have some like awesome things. But some of the flower centers, in the meantime, to hold me over, Artie was showing some flower centers that she had gotten from D, and they were just absolutely gorgeous. And even though I can't duplicate them, it did inspire me to come up with something that I just wanted to share a tutorial with you. And it's all starting with these ribbon slides. Most of us have them already, and you know, we usually stick in a flat back pearl or one of the little pearl slides with a rhinestone in it. You know, just keeping it simple like that. But it's built on the concept from the Beaded Bling centers that V had done a tutorial on, Virginia 1468, and I showed you that I had done a bunch of those. But I wanted something a little bit smaller, flatter, and I don't know what made me do it, but I just grabbed one of these and started playing with pearls, and it worked, and I'm really happy with how it came out. So I thought I would show you how to do it in case you need something before you can get them from D. And the ribbon slides, you can get them from Wild Orchid Crafts, and you can also get them from Lele on Shabbylicious. I don't know who has the better price. It's been a long time since I've bought them, but I know Lele's carrying them now also. So let's get started. I've gotten myself a little selection of pearls, and this little teapot is from Diana Sweet Vintage Zoe, and it's keeping my beads from rolling all over the place. So thank you, Diana. Loving it. And I am really not familiar about pearl sizes, so I just thought I'd stick a penny in there so that you can kind of see in relation. I believe on a flat back that is a 12 millimeter, so these might be 4 millimeter pearls, regular pearls, 3 or 4 millimeter something. I just buy them on the strings at Michael's, and of course they never say what the size are. But if you go any bigger than this, you're probably going to have issues. And this is the size that I did for this. And that leaves no spaces going around the ribbon slide. You can use smaller ones, but you will have gaps. And it depends on what look you're going for. You might like that. I like it. I like both, actually. So you also need some floral wire. Just get it at Michael's. This is so much more cost effective than jewelry wire. You get yards and yards and yards of it, and it's anywhere between $5 and $7, but you're going to get so many projects out of it. And I tend to unwind way more than I'll need, but better too much than too little. So I've got probably about 30 inches here, and I'm sure that's way too much. But I always save what I don't use to, make little, for sprays and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to move my beads aside. And I'm going to take my slider and I'm going to just put a little piece of the wire down through there, maybe about 1 inch, and then going across the bar, I'm going to slide the other end of this wire through. So basically what I'm doing is putting a loop over top of that buckle bar. So hopefully you can see that. And then I'm just going to twist nice and tight a couple times. Okay. This piece I'm going to hang off to the side. I'm not going to cut it yet because we're going to need it at the end. Okay. And I just want to slide that all the way to the side and bring my wire so that it is between two of these little buckle areas. I poked myself in the finger with a wire. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to thread on a pearl. Just threading it on the wire. And with this larger size, because you don't want the holes to you don't want to be able to see the holes from the front side of it. Yeah, which I kind of didn't figure out until after I had started this one and saw what was happening. You see how that hole was kind of at the top? You really don't want to see that. So what I figured out is once you get it on there, before you secure it, and I hope this is going to show up, leave yourself a little bit of play in the wire and start to roll your pearl so that the hole of the pearl is actually facing down. And my hands are so big, I hope you're seeing this. So you're just going to manipulate it till you can't see that hole. So the hole is, pretty much against the buckle slide. And you're going to put that on there, pull it tight, and then you're going to feed the wire inside the slide. And you want to be careful that the wire itself doesn't twist in there. Okay, and once you've got that through, then just go ahead and pull, position your pearl and pull good and tight. Okay, and then you're just going to bring it up again, up to the next little dented area on the outside of the slider. And this wire is so long it's probably hard for you to see. But I'm purling on, or threading on another pearl, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave a little bit of play so that I can roll the pearl so that the hole is against the slider and not facing up. I'm going to pull good and tight again, feed the wire through, and you're just going to do this going all the way around. I'll do a couple more in regular speed, and instead of sitting here, having you sit here waiting for me to finish it, then I'll fast forward. Okay, so I've got the 2 on there, and I'm pulling it good and tight and bringing it up to the next dent on the outside of the slider. Putting on another pearl, if I can find the hole. There it is. Okay, leaving some play so that I can roll the pearl. I'm basically rolling the pearl toward the slider. Sometimes it's easier than others. So that that hole isn't showing. And again, it's not the end of the world if it does show. I just think you get a neater look if it isn't. Then putting the wire on the inside of the slider again, watching that it doesn't twist on itself. Pulling it tight, And I'll do one more. And you're just going to keep going all the way around. I haven't counted. I think on this one I think it's 13 pearls. We'll count when we finish. I took 15 out. So I think it's 13, but it's a pretty good bet that I'm going to drop a couple of them, because that's just what I do. Rolling it toward the buckle. I'm going to feed this through, being sure that the wire isn't going to catch on itself. Okay, and from this point on, I think I will just fast forward until I get to the last one. Okay, I'm at the last two, and I think I figured out an easier way to explain to you about rolling that pearl so that the excuse me, so that the hole isn't jumping out on the top. Have yourself some play, and then basically just fold it. Fold it toward you, or toward the buckle. Basically folding the wire and the pearl together, and then just kind of tweaking it at the end if you need to. That's a much easier way, I think, than trying to actually roll the pearl forward. Okay, here we're on the last one. So yeah, it's 13 pearls for this size. Well, it probably is for the small size too. Okay, so I got myself some play there. I'm basically just folding it toward the buckle and pulling it, making sure to position it so that the hole is pretty much against the buckle. Making sure my wire doesn't kink up on me. Okay, so that's that. But we're not done yet. We're going to dress up the center. And actually what I'm going to do is bring the wire between two pearls against the buckle and pull it through the inside again, just to secure it a little bit. And then you still have your little tail piece from the beginning, and you're just going to twist it tight. A couple good twists, and then go ahead and snip it off. And then whatever little piece you have left, just be sure to tuck it in so that you don't grab anything on it. Okay. Now I'm just going through, kind of making sure everything's good. I got a couple where the hole decided it wants to peek up, but like I said, no biggie. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the center, on this one, all I did was glue in a 12mm flat back pearl. On this one, I used Yeah, I believe again that's a 12 millimeter that I surrounded with some 2 millimeter rhinestone trim and then stuck that in. So I think what I'm going to do, I actually have here a copper flat back pearl, and it's 12 millimeter. It was originally white or cream, and I actually just alcohol inked it. This is a metallic copper, metallic bronze. It's just an alcohol ink. I've had this for freaking years, probably since I first started rubber stamping, and I can't even tell you how long ago that was. So I wanted these particular colors, and you'll see why in a minute. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of the put some rhinestone chain around it, so you can see how I do that. And I'm going to use gold chain with a clear stone. So what I do is get myself, I've got this big old roll of score tape, and I'm not sure what the width on it is, so I just keep cutting down little pieces. So I got myself a square of score tape. I've got my flat back pearl. I'm just going to plop that in the center, and it doesn't have to be exact because you're going to be trimming around it. And I actually find this easier to hold it up to get the chain around it. Now this is a little piece of excess, so I'm hoping it's going to go all the way around. So what I do is I lay it right up against the pearl and press down, and you're probably going to have to lift and press a couple times until it's in the position where it needs to be. Okay, and I'm almost all the way around, and I have a little bit too much, so I'm just going to snip a little bit of it off. And then just push that into place. And then once I have it around, I usually set it down and just press on that rhinestone trim and make sure that it's good and secure. And then I take my scissors and I trim around very, very close to it. Get rid of that. And I'm just going to check to make sure I don't have any little bumpy parts on the outside of the score tape. Now what you can do here, you can leave this on the score, or don't peel the back of the score tape if you don't want to. I'm just going to press it down again, and then you can just glue it in. I'm just going to set it there first to make sure I'm happy with that, and yes, I think I am. I am going to peel it. I'm going to stick it and glue it, because the score tape is pretty strong stuff. See, now there's the back side after you peel it off. And I'm going to put it in position and press down on the pearl part first, and then on the rhinestones. there it is. So I chose these colors because actually I've gotten a little bit addicted to making the Vicki flowers. These are the ones by Vicki, who is Tryheart 57, I think. But she made these, she uses the rosette trims and cuts them, leaves the tulle on them. I mean, I'm absolutely loving them, but I wanted to do this color to go inside here. The bronze isn't working so much, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I like that. So I'm going to put that in there. So that's one flower. And I told you I got addicted. There's another one. And this is a flat back. It is. You can never pick anything up when you need it. Okay, it's one of these, and I did the alcohol ink and surrounded it with some rhinestone trim. So that is that one. And this one. And as far as I know, you can't get 16mm black flatbacks. Maybe in an assortment, but not just by themselves. So thanks to Natasha, who is Manashka on YouTube. Hi Sissy. She suggested using alcohol ink on them one night, and I did, and I haven't stopped since. So I'm loving that I can get what I want. Just means that I probably have to buy some more alcohol inks now. But I actually went around this one twice with the rhinestone trim, and I did not peel the back on that one. But that's that one. And then here's this one, and in the center of it I did a modified version of my shabby rosette, and stuck that in there. And in Vicki's video, she had tried, she was going to use one of the shabby rosettes as a center, and something happened while she was making it that was a happy accident, and it came out absolutely freaking gorgeous. So I'm dying for her to do a tutorial on that and what happened, but I know she's got her hands full and her plate full right now. So Vicki, I hope your mom's okay, and I hope you get to do this tutorial really, really quickly, because that was absolutely gorgeous, and I really want to see how you did it. But I really like that, and that to me doesn't need a center. And then I've got this little pink polka dot one that I think I'm going to do one of these centers with these gunmetal gray pearls, because I don't have enough black ones, and then put a pink one, pink flat back in the center of it. So there it is. Oh, one flew out. So that's a way to get yourself some pretty flower centers while you wait for Dee's Zibbit store to open. And and I guess let me know if you have any questions. Thank you again so much for watching and spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have some fun making these, and would love to see what you do. Till I see you next time, thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.